Hi, Elijah. Do you have a moment to talk? Yes, but is it important? It's after hours now, and I'm spending time with my family. Well, if you expect us as your employees to put in overtime, then you should also be willing to answer our messages after work. That's fair enough. Is everything okay? Please check your email. Alright. You're getting married? That's fantastic. I'm happy for you. Yes, I wanted to invite you to my wedding on Saturday. Why so soon? We're very in love. Well, I can't comment on your relationship, but I'm sure that you made the right decision. I'm sorry, I'll be unable to attend the wedding as I have meetings with important investors. But you'll not have to worry about those meetings. What do you even mean? Look at who I'm getting married to. Kelsey? Do I know her? Do you not know your own sister, Kelsey? One of the owners of the company? But she doesn't own anything. But things can change just like that. I just wanted to tell you that once Kelsey and I get married, we'll be changing many things about the company. Some people aren't happy with leadership. Therefore, we might replace you with a worthy candidate. Me. And what makes you think you can do that? It's my company. But I know everything. Your family still owns part of the company. Everyone knows it, and they're integral for most of the decisions in the company. Who told you that? I know that they own 80% of the shares. They've been letting you run everything while they just show up for show. I bet now you're wondering why you cut off your sister and your family, are you not? It's not that easy to get control of the company. I just need to get you removed. You will, of course, have the next week or so to say goodbye. You still have a 20% stake. Don't worry. Maybe it's time that you retire. You're nearly 50 now. I know that my sister and I have never seen eye to eye, but to marry you? You saw me as a lowly employee, right? But I'm not. Oh, and if you're thinking about warning your sister, she's in love with me. We have everything planned. You can't just take away what I've built for the past 15 years. So, this is what you do?
For 15 years, I've let you have free reign.
I've been doing what's best for this family.
You've been trying to get rid of us.
Believe me, even though we're not a family anymore, I've never let business suffer.
You've been defeated. See, I might not have the experience to run the business, but I have my fighter, my Desmond.
He's using you. All he wants is money.
Everyone wants money, brother. At least now I have your attention.
Does Mom know about this?
Come to the wedding and find out on Saturday.
Over my dead body, you're nothing to me.
Better start begging.
You shouldn't do this. He'll run the company into the ground.
I guess we'll have to see. I told you, my brother, the hostile takeover worked, and now you're out. I hope you've packed all your stuff.
Why would you do this to me? I'm your brother.
You've not been a good brother to me for over 12 years.
How was I a bad brother? After I made sure that you finished college and had a good job, you just couldn't be happy for me when I decided to get married.
You got married to her. You knew how much I hated her. You knew what kind of job she did.
She had changed. I've been with my wife for 15 years now. She's given me a beautiful daughter, and she supports me.
She is not educated. How could you break our family tradition like that? Dad would be rolling in his grave. It doesn't matter. Leave.
Hi, I left some files in the safe with our best practices if you need them. The code is 2781. How do I know that you're not sabotaging me? I would never do that. Everything I do for the company. You say that, but I don't believe you. Please treat the company well. I bet you can't believe that the shareholders voted you out so easily. I told you, my wife made sure that I have everything I need. I just hope that you know what you're doing. Yes, of course I know what I'm doing. Focus on retiring. Hey, where are you? I've been trying to contact you for days. You're not at your house. Hey, what do you need? Oh, and if you want to apologize to Kelsey, then you should take her out and buy her prawns. Wait, you probably don't even have the money for prawns. You knew about this. I did try to help you out with the best practices. It's not my fault you went into overdraft. Do you have a spy in this company? No, but let me tell you the truth. That you gave me a company that's bankrupt and now I'm in debt? I had already bought her a house with the money that I saved up. I was supposed to be rich now, richer than you. I hired all the best experts to take this business to the top. Calm down, brother-in-law. Let me tell you the truth. If you had taken over 7 years ago, you would have no cash flow problems. But see, I expanded the company with my own capital, created a side company with a higher profit margin. And then I absorbed the company that used to be my father's. It's my front. Everyone knows me as the CEO, but they don't know that the bigger company which owns that one is mine. And do you know how much it is worth? How much? Less than 100K in assets. Everything else, that building, the employees, etc., they belong to my company. So your family only has 80K? But what about the dividends they get? I sent them all the financial reports as people who are part of the company. It's not my fault they haven't read them. Ask Kelsey for the reports. So, this whole time, you made me think this company was valued at $50 million? You're the one who guessed it when you hacked into my computer. How'd you know that? How do you think I've gotten where I am today? My computers are all secure. When you joined the company and then started asking around about my sister, I kept an eye on you. I know that you sold your brother's expensive car to buy her that 10-carat ring. You wowed her and made her think that you could provide for her. Take a while to process it. Oh, and you're in debt. The bank will start seizing your assets soon.
I kicked him out of my house.
Why?
Because he lied to me about who he was, and he ran the company to the ground.
So, what do you want from me now?
To apologize for all that was said.
I don't think that there is anything more for us to say to each other.
You really don't trust me.
Why are you wondering?
I'll prove to you that I can be trusted. Please come for dinner.
I can't. My wife and my daughter aren't in town at the moment.
You don't have to come with them.
And that would be very convenient for you so that you don't have to see them.
Well, I'm just saying that maybe we should just take things slow.
Okay, fine. I'm coming to your house. See you soon.
Be here at 8.
5 days later. Why would you do this to me?
Do this to you? I told you that your wife isn't a good person, and I helped you.
How could you help me when you've told the whole world that my daughter isn't mine?
Oh, please don't flatter yourself. The whole world isn't a town with a population of under 1 million. So what if your share prices drop? You always bounce back.
Why do you have to involve my whole family when they're not even part of this?
Because you involved my family. I've been in the shadows my whole life. Our family has because you chose that woman over us. How does it feel to know that she carried another man's child? Was it from her previous job?
For the millionth time, she was never a lady of the night. She worked in a gentleman's club. And I knew that my daughter isn't my blood daughter. Now she has to find out through a gossip column.
You played with fire. Don't even try denying it. I got your DNA sample when you came for dinner at my house. I wonder how anyone would look at you now that all your dirty secrets are out. It's quite the scandal. How are you going to get out of this one, little rabbit?
You've won.
I'll only know that I've won when you sign over everything to me. Otherwise, things will only get worse for you. Next time, it might not be a secret that we reveal. We might force you to hand everything over.
If you dare touch my wife and kids. Time's ticking. Just retire and give us what we want, or we will reveal more of your secrets. Check the link that I've just sent you. Wait, I thought your wife cheated on you. She didn't cheat on me, but thank you so much for making my business public knowledge. I told the journalists the truth, that we used a sperm donor to get our child. Now I gained everyone's sympathy and support. You and your wife look bitter. Even the investors will not want to work with you. That's it. Watch your back. This is no longer funny. What do you mean? You said a threat to my wife. What's stupid? I did not. Hypothetically speaking, I have some old friends in the cartel who would be interested in working with you. I'm sending all our texts to the police. I'm tired of your threats. You and my sister will never stop. I have no idea what you're talking about. Where are my wife and daughter? I have no idea what you're talking about, but it would be a bad idea to call the police. I'll give you whatever you want. Someone's gonna come into your office with papers for you to sign everything over to me. I'm assuming that's my sister. Yes, she's served me well. She's the best ex-wife in the world. What do you mean by best ex-wife? I'm gonna divorce her as soon as all this is within my name. Please don't take away everything that I've worked hard for. This is my daughter's. Don't smooth talk me like that. You will sign the papers, and then I'll tell you where your wife is. Fine. Why'd you say I must text you when you're right in front of me?
You could have cameras. I know you're always one step ahead. Sign the papers and hand them over to me.
You know, he doesn't love you. He wooed you with money that's not his.
I don't believe anything you say, you snake.
You've always been toxic, and I allowed you, but if leaving an emotionally draining family is considered to be betrayal, then good riddance.
Sign the papers. Oh, and brother,
What?
you might want to call the doctor. Maybe you'll make it in time.
What do you mean?
Remember the wine they sent to all the board members earlier? It contains nuts, which you're allergic to.
But I feel perfectly fine.
In case your ghost haunts me, we didn't kidnap your wife and daughter. They're safely at your house. Guess you were too panicked to check.
You snake.
You mean the owner of the whole company? Good night, my brother.
Where's my wife? And where are my papers? If you two double-crossed me, then you'll meet your maker. I don't know if you're immune to peanuts, but I was sure that you wouldn't make it. Yet somehow I heard the news that you're going to work every day. The police need you to make a statement. What do you mean? You killed her. No, I did not. Do you know where I've been all along? At the hospital, by her side after you killed her because of her peanut allergy. You're the one who has a nut allergy. I do, but I'm perfectly fine. She told me that you have a nut allergy. How are you perfectly okay? Both of us got hospitalized for a nut allergy when we were kids. She must have not told you about hers. Then how did she end up drinking the wine that was supposed to kill you? The problem is that you got greedy. You wanted everything I have and couldn't settle for my company. How did she drink it? I have no idea, to be honest. Did you not get wine as well because you're a shareholder? Oh no, I mixed them up. Are you gonna confess, or must I hand you in? There's no case against me. You certain about that, are you? Your sister was the one who forced me into this marriage. I never wanted to run this company, yet you guys wrote a piece slandering me and openly executed a hostile takeover of my company. I'm innocent. That's a lie.
Hi, it's Mom. I have her phone. The police gave it to me a few days ago. I wanted to know how the funeral arrangements are going. As her older brother, I think you should pay for everything.
I'm getting her cremated.
I know she went too far, but she's your sister.
Okay, you can take the body and leave me alone.
How can you be so cruel? She died because of your employee.
Mom, please don't act as if you didn't send her. I went to Kelsey's place and I found all the evidence. Be ready with your statement to the police. You do know that there's a case for attempted murder against me. If it's proven that you came up with the idea, then you'll spend a long time in jail.
I know I'm innocent.
As it turns out, the dead can speak. There was footage of Desmond buying the peanut extract, which later ended up in the wine my sister accidentally drank. There was also a lot of evidence in my sister's apartment, which proved that they were in cohorts to try and kill me. He was charged with her murder and given 12 years, while my mom got 7. It's now 5 years later, and I've decided to retire. My daughter is now running my company. She's a genius, and I taught her everything she needs to know.
Hi, I just got home. Are you coming home yet?
Sorry, I'm working overtime. Don't wait for me, just eat dinner.
Got it. You've been working overtime a lot recently.
I was assigned to a new project, but it's not going as smoothly as I expected. I'm sorry for making you do the housework when we both work.
Don't worry about it, I understand. I can come home earlier than you and cook. I'm not very good at cleaning though.
I'll clean the house on weekends.
Thank you, that'd be helpful.
Julie, I have something I have to tell you.
Yeah? You have something to tell me?
I was gonna tell you when I get home, but I don't know what time I'll be home, so I'll just tell you right now.
What is it?
My parents want to live with us.
What? They want to live with us? We promised when we got married that we were never going to live with either of our parents.
I know, but I don't know why, but they said they want to live with us. I guess they're worried about living alone by themselves because they're old.
My parents worry about it too. What did you say to them?
I told them we were not going to live with them. Then they told me to think about it.
Alright, but you're going to say no, aren't you?
I am, but my parents tend to rush through things.
Do they? I got the impression from them that they want to maintain a reasonable distance from us.
We've been married for only 2 years, you know. You don't really know my parents yet. We only see them a few times a year.
We indeed don't see them as often despite us living pretty close to each other. But I think I'm getting to know them well. They don't seem to be the kind of people who would want to live with us all of a sudden.
No, you don't know them yet. My parents bring up ideas out of nowhere, and they are persistent once they do.
Then make sure to say no. Tell them we're not going to live with either of our parents. It might have been just a thought.
But they told me to think about it. I think they're serious.
Tell them no, even so. You wouldn't want to suddenly start living with my parents, would you?
Your parents live in a different state.
What if they moved here?
I'd be surprised, but...
You would be, right? Just tell them no, okay? I might leave home if you don't.
Please don't! I'll make sure to tell them we're not living together.
Talk to them tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I don't want to keep their hopes up. I think you should give them an answer soon. The longer we make them wait, the higher they will get their hopes up.
I got it. I'll stop by their house on my way home from work tomorrow.
Do you want me to come with you?
It's fine. It would be awkward. I'll tell them no. Julie? Sorry to disturb you at work.
That's okay, I have some free time. I was just eating lunch.
My parents invited me and I went to their house. I'm sorry.
What?
They're going to live with us.
What? You refused a month ago.
They seem to have not given up.
I can't live with them. What do you mean by they're going to live with us? Why did you decide by yourself? I told you I don't want to live with them.
I can't say no now. I'm so sorry.
I can't say no now? I can't live with them. I'll have to do more housework if we live together. I'll have to cook more often, but we both work. I can't do everything.
You don't need to worry about that. My mom said she's going to help you out. She's going to do housework, so you don't need to worry about doing the housework.
I'm worried about living with them.
But dinner will be ready when we get home. You liked my mom's cooking, didn't you?
I did, but that doesn't mean I can live with them. Let me talk to them.
I told you, the decision is final. We can't do anything to change it.
Why?
My parents are remodeling their house. They'll make it a 2-family house.
They already decided without my consent?
They said they would break off relations with us if we don't live with them.
Hold on. That's way too selfish. That's such a one-sided demand.
I'm sorry.
If they threaten me like this, I would rather have them break off relations with me.
Wait! I don't want to break off relations with my parents.
But that's what they asked for.
What if we just try living with them for a short time? We'll move out if you don't like living with them.
I feel like we'll end up living with them forever once we do.
I'm the only child, so I'm worried about them. You have an older brother.
That's true, but what does this have to do with this? I can't just say yes right now.
I'll support you, too.
Recently, you have not been spending time at home.
My work should settle down by the time we start living with our parents. So, please, think of it as my duty as a son. I already paid for the remodeling. We can't say no now.
What? Are we paying for the remodeling? Did you withdraw money from our account without my permission?
I couldn't make them pay for all the renovation fees, but they're paying 2/3 of the total.
You and your parents completely ignored my opinion.
It's not that I want to ignore your opinion, but why do you refuse to live with them? We could just give it a try. We don't have a child yet and we both work. We have the advantage of my mom doing the housework.
You would think so, but I won't be able to be myself around them.
Nobody can at first.
It may be true, but I want to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Your parents and us are likely to have different lifestyles. I'm sure they can't be themselves around me either. I wanted to live with you alone unless there was an urgency to live with them.
But we'll have advantages if we live with them. We don't have to pay rent anymore.
The psychological burden will be bigger than the advantages.
You'll be okay. My parents like you. I think that's why they wanted to live with you.
Okay, give me some time.
We already decided to live together, though.
I'm so confused right now. I'm still at work, so I'll think about it when I'm calm. Are you home already?
No, I'm going to see my friend.
I got it.
We'll be out for drinks, so I'll get home around 8 p.m.
I wanted to discuss the matter with you.
I'll listen when I'm home. But I can't stop my parents now. I'm sorry, but I need you to be ready to live with them.
Hi, Dorothy. It's Julie. I'm sorry to bother you.
Hi, Julie, it's been a while. Don't worry, you're not bothering me at all. I'm going to order dinner tonight, so I'm just relaxing at home.
Sounds nice. There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Is it about us living together?
Yes. About that, I'm not sure if this is the right time. Andrew and I would be further away from where we work. There would be a burden on you if we lived together. I wouldn't be able to do the chores as much. I hate to cause you trouble, so would you please rethink living together?
Huh? Why would you want me to rethink? Wasn't it your idea for us to live together?
What? My idea?
That's what Andrew said. We've been thinking over the past month. It's not so common for two families to live together nowadays. Plus, I don't have good memories living with my parents-in-law. I never wanted to do it again. That's why I refused Andrew's proposal at first.
What? But didn't you say you would break off relations if we refused to live together? That's what Andrew told me.
Isn't that what you said? You couldn't tolerate my son making you do all the housework. And you said you would get a divorce unless we live together and reduce your burden.
I never said that! Andrew talked to me about us living together, and I told him to refuse your proposal because it was not the right time for us. But then today he told me about having already decided to live together and how he paid for the remodeling.
Andrew told us both that we wanted to live together? Something is not right.
I think so too.
He tried to trick us into living together? Why would he do such a complicated thing?
Can you please not say anything to Andrew about this? Have you really paid the remodeling fees already?
Andrew was going to arrange a remodeling. And we were going to pay for everything.
Did you already give him the money?
Not yet.
Then please delay the payment and don't give him any money. I will try to get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Let me know if there's something I can do.
I will. Thank you. Andrew, what time are you coming home?
I'll catch the last train. What's up?
About living with your parents.
Are you still against it? You agreed to it the other day. I can't do anything even if you change your mind now.
That's not what I wanted to say. I was wondering how the remodeling was going. Have you already found the contractor?
Oh, about that. I already found one, but we have to have more meetings before the construction. So they haven't started the construction yet.
Oh yeah? And where's the remodeling fee? The 1/3 of the contractor fee that we paid.
What? I paid the contractor already.
That's strange. Your mom told me that they paid all the remodeling fees.
What? Did you talk to my mom?
Of course I did. They paid 2/3 of the remodeling fee. I should thank them. Then your mom said they were going to pay for everything. Why did you withdraw money from our account?
They were short on budget. I felt bad to ask my parents for more money, so I withdrew money from our account.
Where are you now?
Where? I'm at the office.
No, you're not. You rented an apartment with your lover, didn't you? Didn't you withdraw the money to rent an apartment?
What? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about is my line. I hired a detective agency to spy on you 2 weeks ago.
What?
You've been cheating on me for months. You were going to make me live with your parents to get a divorce from me, weren't you? You're unbelievable. You should have said it to my face, and I would have given you what you wanted.
Julie, calm down.
I am calm.
I'm not cheating on you. I was just helping a friend move into a new place. This is a misunderstanding.
Are you going to keep lying to me? I have proof.
What proof?
The pictures of you and your lover holding hands and walking out of your new apartment. Oh, I also have the audio recording of you and your lover. Whichever it is, I have the proof to prove you're guilty.
I'm sorry, Julie. This is a huge misunderstanding. I was just meeting someone. I wasn't having an affair.
Huh? If a married man sees another woman, it's an affair.
We went out a few times. We weren't even that close. I'll break up with her now. So don't get a divorce from me.
You're the one who wanted a divorce. You thought I would leave home if you forced me to live with your parents. You were planning to spend less time at home once we started living with your parents, weren't you? I got the audio recording of you and your lover talking about it.
Why?
You two were walking outside and blabbing. You know, on the way home from a barbecue restaurant a week ago.
Damn.
You really went out of your way to lie and avoid being a bad guy. I am so sick of you.
Julie, I'm sorry. But I will break up with her. We've been fighting a lot recently, and I realized we have different values.
Do you want to break up with her and start over with me?
I would love that. You don't have to live with my parents. To be honest, she's nothing compared to you. She's young, but that's it. And she's too dependent.
It sounds like you're saying I'm not as attractive as the woman who has nothing more than youth. Don't you insult me anymore.
I'm not. I've been feeling regretful lately. I didn't want to divorce you.
Oh, really? But you still live with her, don't you? You were not going to break up with her.
No, I moved out. I broke up with her and will never see her again.
You ended your relationship in such a short time. You're still in her apartment. I know for a fact because I'm standing right outside her apartment.
No, you're not.
For your information, your parents are here too. Let us family talk it all out. I won't let you ignore my opinion anymore.
Why are my parents here? We should discuss this alone first.
No good can come from talking to you alone. You're the one who got your parents involved in the first place. Stop escaping your responsibility.
I'm sorry, Julie. I was stupid. I'm so sorry.
It's too late. Your parents and I already decided to break off relations with you anyway. You're the one who has to be ready. After a discussion with Andrew and my parents-in-law, Andrew accepted my conditions and agreed to get a divorce. He went out of his way to hide his infidelity, so that he and his lover wouldn't be blamed for their affair and wouldn't have to pay me compensation. He wanted his parents to accept his lover after getting a divorce from me. He could have just told me that he wanted a divorce. But he was too chicken to do it either. He was a good-for-nothing man until the end, and I'm very happy to get a divorce from him. Needless to say, I had him and his lover pay the compensation. I've had him pay me back the money he withdrew from our account. Not only did he become penniless, but he also borrowed money to pay me the compensation. His lover's parents found out about their affair after she asked them to help with the compensation. Their relationship deteriorated quickly, and they ended up breaking up. I'm fed up with their stupidity, but they have nothing to do with me now. I just hope to forget about them and never see them again. I let out everything I wanted to say to my ex-husband before the divorce. But I was mentally devastated when I found out about his cheating. My parents-in-law, my friends, and my parents supported me through hard times. I was able to fight until the end because of the kind-hearted people around me. I haven't gotten back to normal yet, but I'll keep in mind that I have all these people to support me. And I will stay positive and move forward step by step. There is always a rainbow after the rain. I will not give up hope and be happier than my ex-husband.